the stats bear out over the stretch where you guys are 8-3 over the last 11. The offense has improved. What are you seeing, and specifically, what are you seeing from your stars playing well at the same time?
Yeah, I mean, I think that, you know, and I don't know if I necessarily did a great job, you know, clarifying just, you know, being somewhat more random,
Yeah.
but, you know, less of, you know, the just coming down last year and trying to help Io in particular, just because of the injuries to Alex and to Lonzo. And I think at times, you know, as great as DeMar had played, and obviously Zach was dealing with injuries last year, he just wasn't himself. You know, it was a, you know, we became very one-dimensional, you know, and I think trying to get them to come down the floor and see where guys are in particular spots and what things to run and what things to do, I think takes time. And it's not so much come down, hey, just do whatever you want to do, but, you know, DeMar's here, Vooch is over here, Zach's over here, Kobe, you know, okay, what are things we can flow into quickly with everybody on the same page instead of it being play called? And I think that just takes time. I think it takes time for DeMar, you know, and for Vooch and for Zach, and as great as they are offensively, you want them all to kind of complement each other. So, you know, maybe the word, you know, randomness wasn't the best usage of word in terms of saying which was randomly playing, but just more understanding. And I think that takes time where guys find, okay, I got a spot here, I can get this here, this is available for me, where it's not like every time you're yelling out something and trying to organize a play, but they're playing with some flow down the floor. And that takes time, you know, I'll be honest with you. There's been a lot of days where, you know, you're having to keep showing film, and I think that they, to their credit, have worked hard at it, you know, have worked, you know, they understand, I think, from a year ago that we need to be a lot more like that, you know, to play against some of these better teams where it's not so eccentric of one player. And then the other part of it is, you know, the last 3, 4, 5, 6 minutes, you're going to be play calling stuff. And not to say you're not doing that in timeouts or free throws with dead balls, you're doing that, but I'm talking about the randomness of about 60% of the game is played off misses and makes. How are we playing inside that structure offensively where they can flow and play and play off each other? And I thought, you know, tonight, I thought Zach and DeMar, you know, complemented each other so well. And, you know, even though Vooch did not have a big offensive night, I thought he generated a lot of stuff from the post in terms of kickouts and open shots for our guys.
And forces.
Yeah, you know, and he could have had a lot more. You know, we missed a lot of his pass outs, and but he's an unselfish player. You know, Zach and DeMar, those guys will pass the ball, but it's just everybody getting on the same page of how we need to play. And I think we have been better, but I still think there's a lot more room for growth. But I just appreciate how hard they've tried to work to get better at some of those things.
Zach had a